Before you say what are you doing with your life, I want to say that I lost myself in this fucking cave. Like, I saw a hole and I don't know, I felt like Alice for a moment. And I was like, maybe climb it and ascend it, descend it. Helga, where is your English? Bestie, I slept about 2 hours or something. I need to go back to bed. I ate noodles. I have here my soft drink. Okay. So, yeah, my English aren't perfect. Don't judge me for that. Okay. I'm still here. I'm still here. Okay. So, I want everybody to watch this video. So first of all, I am an idiot. I saw a hole and I said, let's go down. Like, like logic. You know what I mean, right? And now I don't know how the fuck to get out of here. So we are minus 52. If we dig, we are falling in the void, as you can see. Like, it's very, very deep. Okay. So, okay, we have another hole here. I'm gonna fill this hole here. I'm gonna enter from the other one. I'm gonna put some bedrock in here and I'm gonna fill the crap I made here. Okay. So why I'm making this video? This is gonna be a short video and I mean it this time. That's serious. Okay. So I'm making this video. I can't believe I'm saying these words. So this is the moment that I have actually to explain to people, like, hi, I am Helga, I am a prophet of Yahweh, I work for Yahweh, okay, but there are some people out there who say some things about Satan that makes me want to defend him because if you're like, Helga, what do you mean with that? Something very specific. If you say crap about Satan, let's say for example he is like a Barbie girl. So you take Barbie. My father is laughing. Now why are you laughing? Can you explain to me why you laugh? Okay, he says because you are trying to speak about me and him and you're using Barbie. Okay, yeah, I give it to you. But look, by the way, this is the void. Like, hello, I am a prophet. I don't mind spooky stuff. Like, that's my job. Okay, I know many people are scared of the void. I'm not. Like that's my job. That's my job. Like, speaking with God, talking about Satan, prophecy, crap. You get what I mean? So where is the other hole? It was somewhere here. I don't know, like these quotes that I'm saying, somebody has to give me Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize. Fuck my life. Where is the hole? So I will try to find the fucking hole, but until I do, I'm gonna explain to you a couple of things. So let's pretend for a moment that we say Satan is Barbie. Okay, my father is laughing already. So take out Barbie from the franchise. So what do you have there remaining? Teresa, Nikki, Ken, Summer, Raquel, like all the other people. The dog. So if you say Barbie is Satan, so if you wanna say Yahweh, who is Yahweh in the franchise, you have to put anybody, and you know what is the problem? If you say Yahweh is Ken, okay, he's the boyfriend. If you say Yahweh is the Teresa, okay, that's the best friend. If you say Nikki, she's the black girl, that's Black Lives Matter. My father is laughing. I am okay with that. Do you know what I'm not okay? If you say Raquel, who is the antagonist of the story, is actually my father. Okay, you're gonna die from laughter today. I don't know what's wrong with you. He says you are hilarious. Okay. Like, that's how I see it happening, bestie. I don't know if you understand me. So, because there are people out there who say that Barbie is actually Satan, I have to do the hard job and yeah, I don't know if that makes sense to you. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. I have to say some things about him. Okay, I know him. I used to know him as Yahweh, so I can help you about who the fuck he is and and mind you, I'm saying stuff that he prefers people to say about him, like not crap that usually people say about him. What I mean with that, for example, if I hear one more girl my age, like almost or not almost 25 years old saying I fantasize him romantically, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's creepy. I don't know what's wrong with you. Um, no, I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny. This is the fifth time in my channel, in my front page, I see some woman, random woman, Gen Z, my age, saying Lucifer is hot or Satan is hot. I have romantic feelings about him. Like, if I hear this one more time, girls, I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna, like, if you say, like, are you gonna say something sarcastic? No. Uh, he's very strict. Okay, he doesn't tolerate such stuff. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know why you say it, but I wrote it in my dissertation, and he I can't see anything. It's very dark. Okay, okay. So he is very specific in his teachings. If you pay attention to like mystical shits, okay, he's very specific. He doesn't want to be seen as the husband of another deity like Hera or whatever. That's not how he sees himself. I don't think he has ever said to anybody that knows him seriously. I'm not speaking about clowns. I mean about people who seriously practice mysticism, like Angaben, for example. And if you're like Angaben hasn't said that he's a mystic, I don't only mean mystic in the sense doing sigils. I don't only mean that. I mean philosophy. Okay, a philosopher. If you tell the philosopher God has a wife, he's gonna eat his degrees, pretty much. Like, he's gonna take the papers and eat them with feta cheese. And Angaben is an Italian. He can understand what I mean. That's what I mean. My father is laughing. So, for all these girlies out there who say such stuff, he's not such a person. He doesn't. I don't know why you say this stuff about him. No. You get it all wrong. He's a Puritan. He's a Puritan. My father is laughing. If he voted in the elections, he would vote Republicans. If he was a religious system, he would actually be a very hardcore Puritan Calvinist. I don't know, maybe a monk. He's very strict. I don't know why you say that. Like, I don't know. It's creepy. That's what I'm saying. So I went down this hole. I found this hole. This is 44, and here we were. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go to the other side. Okay, so that's here. Okay, that's our house. So that's 70, 60, 68 something. And the maximum level you can build, I will show you where it is. So that video is part religion, part whatever that is. Here is the maximum you can build. So can I put here a block? No, because I need to have put another one. Yeah, so we are here. So I can show you. So I will put them here. Put an iron block. No, an iron block. I'm trying to build a prison over there, so I'm gonna build a little bit of the prison, and then I will quit the game, and we will listen. So can you build more? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, maybe I remember something from survival after all. Helga, what are you doing with your? I don't know. Or honestly, you that's a good question. So I'm gonna show you. Where I went. So I went down that hole. Now don't remember. Did I go? No, I went the other side. So I went to this side. I descended, and here is around 0. All right. Yep, that's 0. And I went down in this hole that I found. There was this hole in the water, and I found this cave. Now I am minus 17, minus 30, and I went over there to check if there is anything else, and I found another hole down there, and I went down, and there you are. Yeah, so now I know from where the fuck I came. So here we were before. That's the hole. I'm gonna fill with more bedrock, or no, that's the hole of the void. I know, like, I don't know, if you watch this video, I know you probably are like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? Yeah, I have the same question with you. I start speaking about theology and I then continue playing games. So I found this girl. She's a Luciferian witch, she said. I was just watching her video because it came into my feed and like I had eaten and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I wanted to see what the fuss is about because she said I was working with Lucifer, and you know, like, whenever I... where are we going? Okay. Okay, have I dug this hole before? I don't remember that. So I'm gonna show you. Where are we? Okay, that's the prison that I was building. Okay, that's the prison. Okay. I don't know why the animals are here. I'm gonna put them in a lid and take them from here. Take them to my farm. So I found the girl. I'm gonna show you because the video is gonna be a small one. And yeah, I was like, what is that? Maybe see it. Because I'm thinking of what videos to make. So that's her. Her name is Black Magic Dira or whatever. She appears to be British, I think, working with Lucifer, my experience. And she says some crap that I wanted to correct about him because somebody will listen. She's teaching occult, and they will think, if they listen, that she is like, they will hear her God and they will think that my dad is very strict and stuff like that, and I don't want that. I don't want that. So I'm doing my best to help here. Okay. Okay, my father says, Helga, you don't have to do this, but thank you for doing this. Okay. I know you do this for me. Thank you for that, sweetheart. Oh, the one died. Oh, I hate, like, I hate when the game is doing that. I'm gonna put another one. I fucking hate this when they do it. Like, I didn't do anything. I just dropped it. Come on. So, that was an armadillo. Yeah, and I love them. And I don't know. That's very dark. Like, why do this? Come on. So let's go build the prison over there. So yeah, as I was saying about her, she... and oh, I forgot to show you, I made this fucking door. Okay, so these are pressure plates, so you step, they close. Like that. So we're gonna build the prison now, make it more prison like. I got the idea from the YouTube front page as well, because I was thinking what to build, and then I came with this idea because I saw a video and they said like make it very secure and shit, and I'm gonna build it like basically like terraform and build that. I didn't know what the fuck to do, and I built I built the prison, I suppose. Okay. Go. I'm gonna imprison him. My father is laughing. So yeah, I was watching her, and where did I leave the message? So I wanted to build something, and I was building this, and I was watching the lassie, and I said to myself, okay, like, let's make a video out of this because I think it's serious shit, and I don't like serious shit usually. So let's take this one and the chicken. And yeah, I wanted to correct. So we're gonna listen to her. She says when she started working with Lucifer. And if you're like, Helga, what is your problem? Do you think she is lying? I think she doesn't work with him because yes, he transforms into an angel of light. Yes, 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 and yes. But he's not gonna change his entire personality and become like. When I hear women portraying him like Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic, like so like pretty, like Legolas from The Lord of the Rings, my father is laughing. Like, come on, that's not Satan. I don't know who the fuck it is, but like, it's like TikTok theology, TikTok theology, and I why I mind TikTok theology. It's not because I have a degree. I don't give a shit about these types of things, but I care because people are gonna listen and they're gonna get deceived, and I don't want that for anybody, not even for my worst enemy. Okay, and I'm all fun and games if you love this fallen angel, the devil. I have affection for him too, but if you do have affection for who he really is, not for who you think he is, like he's not God, for example. And when you hate him, think a little bit why you do this. Like, I because I don't think it's a very nice thing to do, like hate a person like that. Even if they are the worst person, like, are you sure you wanna be like him? Like Christians say, for example, he hates us. Yeah, why be like him? Like, God doesn't call us to mimic him. He's calling us to holiness. Be a better person than the person you say is evil. Okay, my father says, Helga, that's a very wise quote. Be better than the person you say is bad. Yeah, you have to be better because if you are, you can convince people that they don't have to be bad. And before you say this is Midsummer Night's Dream, no, it's not. No, it's not. So, why it's not? Because my father says above everything is hope, it's faith and love. So what it says, have faith, have hope, and love for people. So it doesn't say be in doubt, doesn't say have fear, it doesn't say have anxiety, distrust, all this stuff. It says faith, hope, love, and what remains is love, the greatest. Um, Yahweh says through Paul, Apostle Paul, is love. So if you wanna be a disciple of Jesus, you have to be a full of love person. You can't be a person who accuses even the accuser. You get what I mean? Remember Gollum in the cave with Bilbo Baggins. And I'm not shitting you here. Do you remember what Bilbo Baggins did? He showed mercy to Gollum, who wanted to kill him for the ring. His mercy was a catalyst for the story. Why? It's one of the most important decisions made in the story. Why? Because if Bilbo didn't forgive and give mercy, give his mercy to Gollum, then Frodo wouldn't have a guide to take him to Mordor, and Gollum helped Frodo destroy the ring. Why? Because Frodo failed the mission. Okay, and I'm trying to say here, he had a purpose in the story. I don't like how the story ended in terms of like storytelling. Like I don't like the mountain scene with Frodo and Sam, like in the Mountain Doom, where he fails the mission. I always felt like that's a very bad storytelling from the part of Tolkien. Like I never liked it. I have to admit it to myself. I didn't like that, but I admit that the good storytelling of his is that he recognized that there was something good to be done through Gollum, and that good thing done through Gollum was that Frodo needed help to do what he had to do with the ring, and what helped Frodo achieve that at the end of the story was the mercy of Bilbo. If Bilbo hadn't helped uh, himself forgive Gollum for his bullshit and didn't allow Gollum to live, Frodo would have never had a way to enter Mordor. He entered Mordor because he had Gollum, and Gollum had a chance to repent, and that's storytelling there, bestie. That's storytelling. I'm trying to take the chicken out of the lid. Okay, so I'm gonna put the other pig. Okay, why am I doing this to myself? Like, enter. Okay, so can I feed them? Unleash. Feed. 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 Are they growing bigger? Fucking pigs. How can I live? Fuck you. You left again. No. Okay, I'm going to bed. And I'm gonna put the witch and I will try again to put the pigs inside. I don't know what to do with my life anymore. So that's what I wanted to say about the devil and any devil in your life. If you have any devil in your life, okay, I'm gonna put like that. You don't have to have the spirit to understand me. Remember Bilbo. Bilbo did the hard way. Uh, the things in his life. He could have killed Gollum. He didn't. Why? Because he recognized that showing mercy is better than not showing mercy. That his mercy will make him a better person. It's not only about giving a chance to Gollum. If you have bad Bilbo saying I am a good person, I killed Gollum, Gollum is out of the story. But if he forgives Gollum, he has goodness in him, and he also gives a chance to Gollum to repent. That's why it's better. Okay, So that's why Christians say repent. They are correct. They are correct. It's in the Bible. Okay, it's okay. It's in the Bible. So what I'm trying to say here is, when you, okay, so now what I'm gonna do is either very stupid or very clever. I don't know what of the twos. Okay, I'm gonna grab the carrot. Okay, the chicken. I don't know what is wrong with the chicken. No, 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 no. Carrots. Carrots. No, no, fuck you. Okay. We have too many pigs for some reason. I don't know why they reproduction. I don't know. Inside. Thank you. I used the chicken. So I think the house is fundamentally very small. So I'm gonna expand it a little bit. And yeah, I'm saying this for you to remember for future use about any devil in your life. Give mercy first. But now I want you to see some stuff about how another witch speaks about him, because I don't think that's the same person. Okay. And then I'm gonna say my stuff because I spoke a little bit. Sorry if my speech is messy, but I can't with the animals. Okay.
Because I was told to work with Lucifer more, and I was kind of like, well, what do I?
Okay.
Kept telling me to work with Lucifer more. They're like, need to do this more. Need to do this more. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go fully in the deep end then. If you think I need to work with him more, I'm going to work with him every single day for a month. And I started doing that in December. And my idea was that, you know, in those 30 days, I was going to, you know, really develop my relationship with Lucifer, right?
Okay. I don't know if this is the part that I wanted to hear, but let's see what she says first. Fucking advertisements all the time. Leave. Why is the Yama here?
Lucifer kind of just said to me, like,
okay,
why are you doing this and what are you trying to prove? Because the thing is, it's like, do you actually want to be doing this? Because you're kind of calling me up here and expecting something. I'm not really asking for anything in particular at all. You're just sort of calling me up for the sake of it. Like, this really is this whole sort of idea that you've got in your head about working with me for 30 days every day. It's just something you've sort of made up. It's a construct you've made up and you're being really perfectionistic about it. And then I thought about it and I was just like, yeah, you know, it really is just for the sake of it. Like, I haven't determined a goal here. It was just because I was told to work with Lucifer more, and I was kind of like, well, what do I need to work on him for? Work with.
As far as I know him, he wouldn't say that. Okay, my father says why. Because he does he have a schedule? No, he wants you. As far as I know him, he's like a very he is like his personality. He's a very distant person, like pretty much. Like that's not bad. That's his personality. I explained this in my previous video. Okay. It's not bad that he's like that. We can't blame people for having their personality. That's something everybody is entitled. And that's not a bad thing inherently. but like as a person himself, he's very distant. My father says thank you for saying this about the personality. You are very kind, he says. Okay, thank you. Okay. My father is like welcome. Like he's very sweet. Like I don't know like why we talk about other deities. Like we have Yahweh. Yahweh is so sweet. But anyways, as I was saying, he is a distant person pretty much. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like he like if you go for company, I don't know how to put it. Like I'm trying to find the words to explain it. He won't say no. Like think about it. He's trying to play God. Obviously, he is not gonna behave like he doesn't want you around, obviously, but that's not relevant to whether he's distant or not. As a personality, he really wants like some space between you and him. He won't say anything. Like I'm not saying that he will say it like rude in a rude manner or anything. No, I'm saying that this is his personality. Like he needs his space pretty much. Okay, like that's one of the reasons that I wanted another relationship and I couldn't find it with this person. Like that's how I ended up finding Yahweh. Yahweh approached me in 2019 through a YouTube video and he said people misrepresent me. I am not distant and angry. I'm the full expression of love. And I was like, yeah, that's my God right there. Like, and like I believed in Yahweh, but I knew Satan as Yahweh, and Satan is distant. And like as a friend, as a person myself, I would like him to be my friend. I don't mind anybody. I can befriend anybody. He's just a little bit reserved as a person. I'm just trying to explain. Like apart from all the crap that he is around, like I'm not judging anybody. Okay, I'm not judging the woman. I'm not judging anybody. Okay, but apart from that, he is a very distant person, and not in the sense like he is a light person. No, he's distant. He's not gonna be aggressive, but he doesn't have like. That's why I contrasted him with my dad. My dad has this element of uh, I'm not distant, I'm not angry, I'm the full expression of love. Like Yahweh is very straightforward. Like I want you as a friend, and he behaves like a human. Maybe Satan is like that because he's an angel. I don't know, but like he has a personality. Still, like an angel or not, he still has his personality. He has a different personality at the end of the day. I said the word personality 7 times. Okay, so I'm gonna. Uh, I killed the pigs. I killed the pig. Look, because this is crazy, I'm gonna close it without saving. Hope it didn't save, and I will continue again. So let's put back the girl.
Work with him for. But I ended up doing a working with him, which was.
Yeah, as I said, she says that he told her that he doesn't want perfectionism. He doesn't speak like that. No. I'm putting some juice. If you meet this guy, I don't advise you to, but I'm just explaining my shit here. He won't say exactly I don't want you to be around all the time. He will say I want you to be around. Like remember how God is in the Quran. He wants people to pray 5 times. The prayers were actually even more, and Muhammad managed to make them 5 per day, and they are crazy 5 per day. So the one is at dawn, the other one is at noon, evening, night. Like I think you have to wake up in the night to pray if you want to pray all the 5 prayers of the Islam faith. Like it's a very strict one. that's how he wants you to be around him. He is very strict in the sense, like, if we say, like, if I ask him, like, I want to be around you, he will say I want you around. Like as I said, he won't say I don't want you as a friend. He wants you as a friend. Think about it logically. He wants to be as God, like he's playing Yahweh. Okay, he's playing God. Obviously he's gonna exhibit like fatherly slash familiar, like not familiar, friendly, friendly attributes, like I want you around. It's not that he's not friendly, he is just distant, like his behavior is fundamentally different than Yahweh's behavior. Yahweh is very, very intimate as a person. He is very, he doesn't know boundaries with people, in the sense, not that he will not recognize free will and shit. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Yahweh is like, I want to be with this person forever, and that's it. Like he bonds for life. He is a very like fatherly person. Yahweh. He's very like that. Okay, so. No, Satan is not like that. He wants you all around. He wants you part of his company because he plays God, but at the same time he has a distance. And people who know him understand what I'm talking about. Spinoza said exactly the same thing. He said that God is a distant person. He made the world and he left. That idea is not like a random thing. That idea is from Satan. Satan is like that. He is distant as a person. But again, I'm not judging him for being like that. That's why I'm stressing this out. I can't stress this enough. It's his personality. Okay, the problem is not that he's distant. So don't say he's a bad person because he's distant. No, there are many good people who are distant. That's not a bad thing. No, the bad thing is that he says he is God. That's the problem. It's not if he has this personality. Like, as I said, I wanted God to be my friend, and what I loved about him is that he said, I'm not distant and angry, I'm the full expression of love. And I was like, that is my God. I want this person as my God that says, I am not distant. I don't want a distant God. And here is why I say about Satan, I wouldn't mind him to be a close friend, a best friend, like lower than my dad, obviously. Like my father is my best friend forever. We have so many things in common. Not about hobbies or anything. I speak about hobbies these days all the time. No, we don't. You don't have common hobbies with God. Trust me. No, we have common understanding of how humans should be. We we understand each other in that. Like, I have some demands from people, he has the same, and that bonds us pretty much. We have similar understanding of the world with Yahweh. um, that's how a good friendship actually can grow. Like, you have same moral compass pretty much. So again, with Satan, do I have a similar moral compass with him? Partly yes, because he's not playing the killer when he is with you. He is very strict, he is very disciplined, he is very like reserved person. He doesn't have any, like, don't expect him to have horns. No, no. The problem is that he's very reserved. He is very like he I don't know, like his energy, like he's always like full of like crap when he's talking to you. Like, this person is that person is that. He's always accusing somebody of something. He's never happy with anything. Like, his attitude is not the best. Like, it's not just like he's not God. He's also like saying bad stuff about people. So when you are with him, like, and they are always lies. They are never true. Like if they were true things, I might say a couple of things like, okay, at least he says good stuff. He doesn't tolerate crap. No, it's not that he doesn't tolerate crap. That thing, like killing animals, I don't know. I don't know why they do this. It's not nice. It's not nice at all. Okay, we have a ship here. So do we have all the pigs inside? I think I killed a couple as well. Anyways, I'm not gonna lose my faith in humanity. It's just a game. So as I said, I wanna recapitulate. The problem is that he is not a deity. He says that he is a deity, and the second thing is, even though I would really want to be around him, that's why my father always says he has to repent first. Yeah, he like, you can't really be with a person who is like Regina George all the time. You get what I mean? Like, um, no offense for him, honestly, but like, Regina George is a very nice character for a movie, but for a movie, like, I don't know how you can be around a person 24/7 who has nothing good to say about anybody or anybody at all. Like, only crap about everybody. Like, I don't know. But otherwise, like, if you ask me, does he have anything nice to say about him? I have spoken nicely about him. He is very clever. He is very like, logical. That he uses it for bad purposes. He's teaching you not to trust your dreams, pretty much. He shouldn't be doing that, but he you won't find a more logical person than him. He is like, the best mathematician, pretty much. Okay, and if his moral compass, like what he's teaching in paganism, if that was followed in, like, how's that called, if the world followed what he's teaching, the world would be a little bit better, because he's very strict, like ridiculously strict. He doesn't tolerate anything. Like, my father will look at your heart, say that, like, you are a human. He's okay with that. Like, it's okay. It's just a sin. Don't worry that much. I died for you. Like, my father is very tolerant about human behavior. Very, very much tolerant. Satan is not. Satan is like, you did something, dead. He doesn't tolerate anything. He's very, very strict. Very, very, like, absolute. There is no middle ground for him. That's very bad. Okay, and he shouldn't be like that, because he's not God. That's very bad that he's doing that. Okay, that's why he has the reputation that he has. That's why I'm making this video, so you understand a little bit what this person is all about. Like, don't don't demonize the devil. In other words, don't say he has horns and, like, red tail and shit and a trident. No, he doesn't. But don't also, like, sanctify him. He's neither. He's quite a gray zone, pretty much. And what I'm saying, no, you won't find it in Christian circles. You will find it in Jewish circles. Rabbis agree with what I say, and mostly rabbis, like, what I say is, like, as Copilot, the AI, told me the other day, my understanding of Satan and Yahweh is quite Jewish. It's not Christian. Is how the Jewish, the Hebrews, saw God, and it figures I like the Old Testament, so my understanding, I suppose, fits with the book that I actually love as well. So it really fits like that. Copilot didn't say that the New Testament has a different theology. No, we don't say that. We say that the Jewish people have a different understanding of Yahweh and Satan, and my worldview agrees with that. Like, from all religions, Copilot told me, my worldview is actually Jewish through and through. So let's listen to the girl until we finish the video.
Was sort of like a solar working. and that was really cool. And then it was kind of just sort of left there, and I didn't experience any kind of like negative repercussions or anything like that, because I think people think like, okay, if you say you're going to do something, you need to follow through with it. But when you say you're going to do something, you've got to think about where your will is in that, where your motive is in doing that, right? Because it might not be in the right place. Because if it's coming from a defective place, like for example with me, it was with my perfectionism, it's not going to have the results it's actually like. What does it feel like to work with Lucifer? And who is Lucifer?
So, tell us.
I probably should have started with that. But
I put a fast forward so we actually listen to what she has to say about working with him, okay?
You know, I want to talk about what it's actually like. What does it feel like to work with Lucifer? And who is... I've spoken about my sort of personal obstacles and reservations about working with Lucifer. Now I want to talk about what it's actually like. What does it feel like to work with Lucifer? And who is Lucifer? So I probably should have started with that, but, you know, we're going in this order. So Lucifer is very multifaceted. He's not specifically one thing. A piece of literature I really like is The Rites of Lucifer. I believe it's by Temple of Ascending Flame.
I don't know that.
It's about basically all the deific masks of Lucifer. How, you know, he is the Prince of Air, the devil of the witch's Sabbath, and you know, all of the you know, the fallen angel, who was once an archangel, and yeah, it goes into all of that. So there are several aspects of Lucifer that you can access, and you can work with that.
I have to say something that's gonna be funny, I suppose. I'm not afraid of spirits, to be honest. I'm afraid of people. Like, when I hear them saying stuff that the Bible doesn't say, and if you're like, what do you mean the Bible doesn't say? The Bible doesn't say exactly that he was an archangel and he lost his privileges. I don't think he ever lost his gifts. Like, as I said, he's a very skilled mathematician. I don't think just because he's in sin actively, he lost his mathematical attributes. I don't think so. For example, when I say I don't think so, is not like a theory. He doesn't. He's like the best mathematician. The problem is not that. The problem is, like, if you know your shit, I mean. But these people say stuff not only the Bible doesn't say, but they are very speculative. Like, he was once a fallen angel, he lost his privileges, and what else did it say? He fell from heaven or something like that. I don't know, like, it's not just TikTok theology to me. It's like, I don't know, Middle Ages theology. And, like, if you tell these people, like, you know, read the Bible doesn't say this crap, they're gonna say, like, the Bible is written by cisgendered men who hate women and they had daddy issues and Moses doesn't exist. Like, they're gonna crap you if you tell them about the Bible. But when they speak about the biblical people, like what appears in the Bible, they say stuff not even the peasants in the 13th century said. My father is laughing. He says you are hilarious. I don't know what to say. Okay.
For different things. There is a very specific image of Lucifer out there, and it's definitely the way in which he's presented to me, the way in which I've seen him, with a very kind of pale face, almost like a translucent sort of face. And he kind of looks, I don't really know how to do.
That's another problem. He doesn't show a face, and that's not my idea, okay? That's something that everybody who knows this person know. What I mean with that? The Quran. You can't draw God. No. My father says thank you. The Quran, the pagans, like Plato said, you see agathon, okay, I'm trying to pronounce it in English, and that sets you free. Yeah, agathon, to agathon in Greek, yeah, it's sun, it's not a person with a face. It doesn't say like Leonardo DiCaprio, but Greek, make it Greek outside of the cave. My father is laughing. No, he doesn't show a face. Like if you say I saw a guy, probably you are lying. You know why? I can explain why you lie. Like this woman is lying. Why? Because my father wouldn't show her Lucifer. Let's put it that way. Like he wouldn't go and say, okay, let's show you a fallen angel. No, he wouldn't do that. Okay, so we have to work around this. So if he didn't do that, then probably the devil did it, right? Okay, but he doesn't do it. Like every tradition knows that the God doesn't show his face. Every tradition knows that. Like even Islam. So it's not Satan either, so it's herself. She's speaking on her own heart here. And that's why I say people are scaring me shirtless, yeah, definitely, topless, because this is like completely out of your head at this point. Like that's yours. It's not like, it's not from the devil, it's not from God. Where the fuck did you take this from? You. That's why I wanted you to show the video. I wanted you to see such behaviors, like how he appears. He doesn't show face. If he shows face, he will appear as Jesus, so that you know. He is mimicking the Christian God at the moment. That's his persona. But if you ask me, face, no, he doesn't show. He never did that.
Which he's presented to me, the way in which I've seen him, with a very kind of pale face, almost like a translucent sort of face, and he kind of looks, I don't really know how to describe it, like it's not the classic Hollywood demonic depiction of Lucifer at all, and it's not even really his archangel form either, because I feel like in his archangel form he's pictured as like, I mean, it's really hypersexualized a lot of the time, like.
Yeah, that's the crazy stuff. Like I don't know what to say about that. You say you are a Luciferian witch and you know the guy and you don't know him at all. Like he doesn't behave like that. Like you behave him like that's not how Hollywood portrays him. Yeah, Hollywood doesn't know him, but that's why it's Hollywood, it's art. Like obviously you will see him like in art. Like I spoke about Mel Gibson's portrayal, and I said it's not accurate in terms of how he will present. I said in my channel he doesn't present, he doesn't show a face, but like if you are like Yaga, what do you mean by that? Yeah, I have spoken with him and I haven't seen his face. I don't know how he looks like. I'm not shitting you. Does that sound spooky? He doesn't show face. If he shows face, he has showed his face as Jesus twice in the dream, but it was not a good dream. But look, I have forgiven him about the crap he has done, so I'm not gonna go back to this. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't know how he looks like. I have only seen his face as Jesus, and that he's not Jesus. He's another person. Okay, so he has showed his face like that, but it was twice in a dream. My father has showed his face to me. Yahweh shows his face. Lucifer, Satan, Zeus, however you wanna call him, he doesn't show his face. So I don't know how he really looks like. Like I haven't seen his real face, to be honest. Like I have seen him as Jesus. So I was speaking about the Passion of Christ. I like the idea of having the female actress playing him with shaved eyebrows, and she's very pretty, and I like the depiction, but it's hardly accurate indeed. But it didn't have to be. It's art, and Mel Gibson was adamant he wanted to show something through that depiction, that corrupted beauty is like alien but still pretty but has something off. I get the message. That's a message that's symbolic. So she says about Hollywood, yeah, Hollywood is Hollywood. I'm not gonna learn theology from Hollywood like that, except if it is a meaning of moral compass, like love one another, wait, love preserves. That you can learn that, but about depictions, no. but she is a witch and she doesn't even know who the fuck he is. She says people are sexualizing him, and she doesn't say he doesn't have a wife, he doesn't want a wife, he's a Puritan. Like, he's not my god, and I say that about him. He doesn't have a wife, he doesn't he hates it. Like, if you ask me, he hates it if you say that he has a wife. He thinks that you don't take him seriously, okay? That you are putting him in the same position that we have humans. He hates it. He absolutely hates it. So hearing a woman saying she sexualizes him in his head, in her head, sorry, English. Where's my English? Do you even know him, bestie? That's my problem. I don't think you even know him. That's what I'm saying.
It's really hypersexualized a lot of the time. Like, when, you know, people do artwork of demons, both like male and female demons, they like always give them like really big muscles or really big tits and, you know, stuff like that. But like, Lucifer's depicted as this, you know, really muscular man with these luscious blonde hair, and I haven't seen him like that personally. The way he's shown himself to me is very sort of like pale face, very kind of long figure, and yeah, kind of like translucent skin. So that's the way I've experienced Lucifer. The first time I experienced Lucifer, I was sitting in my back garden,
okay,
and I don't know how I knew it was Lucifer. I kind of just did, and I just felt this really intense feeling, this really intense surge of energy and this really intense presence, like kind of right in front of me.
Okay.
And obviously when things present themselves to you, you question who they are and what they are, right?
Okay.
And when they answer you, you can either take that as gospel or question it. And I would lean more towards questioning it, because we know that tricksters are a thing, and we know that tricksters can present very convincingly. So, but I decided for whatever reason to trust at that time, and I trusted that it was Lucifer. And then I later had that feeling again a few months later, and then kind of like again, and then it increased more and more each time. It wasn't a scary feeling. It was slightly overwhelming, just because of that initial kind of surge of energy. But yeah, it wasn't scary. There have been times where he has caught me off guard very unexpectedly, and I've felt his energy feel around. I've been like, holy fucking shit. So yeah, he has presented by surprise. Other times he's had a much more calmer approach, but most of the time when I've had the most intense and successful connections I've had with Lucifer is when he's presented himself to me. But I think that can be a little bit of a trap for us to rely on that rather than seek him out ourselves. So I think there needs to be a balance there. Allow him to come to you, be open to him coming to you, but also do your own reaching out as well. So I thought I would read a little bit of like personal gnosis that I've got from
okay, I want to hear that. I don't
where
have anything to say about what she said. It's correct. She says she feels an intense presence. I don't know how she feels it. She feels it like in a positive manner. I didn't catch that. Like she likes it. She doesn't like it. She disagrees. She agrees. She has hot flashes like Sarah. She didn't give me material to work on, so I cannot really comment on that and say my perspective, okay? But yeah.
I was working with him back in December, because that's kind of like my recent, most thorough work with Lucifer. So this work is not meant to be a chore. You're not a rookie, you don't need to act like one. Nurture this relationship over time. It can't be rushed. And that's when I stopped. When I stopped working with Lucifer on those, you know, in that consecutive manner that I wanted.
Okay, so she says he gave her phrases of his own, like he spoke to her. That's what she says. Okay, I have to listen to that. I'll have to listen to that. Okay.
Trap for us to rely on that rather than seek him out ourselves.
I can tell you if the phrases
are
are his or if they are hers. I can tell you that. I can tell you that, okay? Okay.
There, allow him to come to you, be open to him coming to you, but also do your own reaching out as well. So I thought I would read a little bit of like personal gnosis that I've got from Lucifer when I was working with him back in December, because that's kind of like my recent most thorough work with Lucifer. So this work is not meant to be a chore. You're not a rookie, you don't need to act like one. Nurture.
You're not a rookie, you don't have to act like that. This work is not meant to be a chore. Look, it's a neutral quote. I don't think though he would say it. Like the person I know, he wouldn't speak like that. I'm not saying he would say labor and hard labor and shit. No, he doesn't. But that I don't know how to explain. Okay, my father says, Helga, say how you feel it. Okay. That feels to me like a Gen Z woman who plays the clever, that talks with the devil, and somehow this should be called clever. I don't know. The word is crazy place. Like, no, he wouldn't say that. He wouldn't. It doesn't sound like him. It sounds like you that made the video.
This relationship over time, it can't be rushed, and that's when I stopped.
It can't be rushed. No, he rushes everything. He is his blood pumps in his veins. He is always in a rush. Like when he talks, when he enters a room, when he leaves a room, he's always in a rush, always in a hurry. No, he wouldn't say that. No, he wouldn't say that, bestie. Get your facts straight. I don't know what else to say. Okay.
Working with Lucifer on those, that consecutive manner that I wanted to. Like, just stop trying to fucking rush things. Why do you want 5 years worth of growth in a working relationship in 30 days? I think people forget in the left-hand path is their autonomy. You are not a slave. There is no need for submission.
No, he wouldn't say these things. No, that's not him. I don't know what she's doing. Guys, he can't change his personality just because people have to obey him. No, he has one persona. He's very strict, very an old soul, pretty much. He's reserved, he's calculated, he's aggressive, he's angry, sarcastic, a lot of sarcastic and toxic, I could say, but I'm not only meaning them in a negative manner. He is also, I'm describing a person here. That's what I mean. I'm not judging him for that. He is just another human, pretty much, just invincible. He can be tender, he can be friendly, he can be nurturing if he wants to, if the time is appropriate in his head, pretty much. Like, he can do these things. He has definitely done them with me. I was reading The Republic of Plato, and he taught me very valuable lessons. And if you're like, what type of valuable lessons with the devil? Respect dead people, pretty much. Like, I know maybe that's crazy to say it, but I was in an area where people would step on bees. Instead of helping them, they see a mosquito getting drowned and not reach out. And I was reading Plato, and Plato was saying that all life matters, all life is important, and you should treat it with respect or God will get upset. And I know my father doesn't like per se such rhetoric in his name, but I was taught this stuff from Satan pretty much. Like that was not a rhetoric from Yahweh. As I said, Satan can be toxic in the sense he is very much like accusing everybody. This person is a sinner, this person is not a sinner. Satan is doing that quite a lot, but he managed to teach me that, like, don't just be good for performative reasons pretty much, like care about nature. Like he wants you to take care of nature pretty much quite a lot. All the pagans say that, like in Greece, taking care of nature was a sign of civilized people. They cared a lot to show that they care about nature, the ancient Greeks, and that's something that they were taught by him. Right. I have to fix a little bit. I'm gonna close the camera soon. So he, one of the things that he does is he's very aggressive with his legislation, in the sense, I'm not saying like in the sense like he's gonna say, like, I don't know, like something extreme. He is playing God. Remember that. Don't expect him to come over and be like, good morning, I wanna take your soul tonight. No, he's not gonna speak like that. So that's why I say pay attention to how he talks. So he wants submission, and he's doing that through, like, not deception, manipulation. Like, I died for you, please submit. I created you, submit. Like, he has like a manipulating nature to make you submit. And no, he would never say submission is not the key, you're not a slave. No, for him, you are his slave. You are submissive, pretty much. You are like a Nana still from 50 Shades of Grey, pretty much, with him. No. Let's listen what she says, though.
This work is not meant to be a chore. You're not a rookie. You don't need to act like one. Nurture this relationship over time. It can't be rushed. And that's when I stopped.
Okay.
When I stopped working with Lucifer on those, that consecutive manner that I wanted to, I just stopped trying to fucking rush things. Why do you want 5 years worth of growth in a working relationship in 30 days? Something people forget in the left-hand path is their autonomy. You are not a slave. There is no need for submission. Freedom and liberation always.
What? Oh my gosh. No. Freedom with the devil. No. He wouldn't do that. He is very insanely strict person. He is very, very strict. He wouldn't, for the love of God, never ever do that. Like, come over and say you are free, it's okay, don't submit. No. That's TikTok theology. That's, I don't know what it is. That's not him. He's very strict. He can't be stricter than that. No. Let's listen again.
I think people forget in the left-hand path is their autonomy. You are not a slave. There is no need for submission.
No.
Freedom and liberation always.
No, freedom and liberation are not words in his vocabulary. Submission is not the key. No, it is submission. Islam means submission, and it is his religion. No.
Be sure you are demonstrating this on your path. How are you separated, and how are you in union and contributing? Embody the sun and its creation and destruction. No,
he wouldn't say any of these things. I am sorry, bestie, if you hear me. Why is the camera always tilted? Sorry about that. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, so sorry best if you listen to my video ever. I just wanted to say, come clean with your bullshit, please. Like, there are people who listen to you, like, come on, like, show mercy. There are people who listen to you, and just because you are vain, that's your problem, bestie, come on. You have a problem with your vanity, you have to work out, and even he would tell you that if he was talking to you. He doesn't though. Like, you have a problem with your vanity and you have to fix it, because there are people who will listen to you and they will get seriously injured spiritually. That's not a joke. I can't go and fix after that then the bullshit you made by saying that Satan is all about liberation. Satan is not about liberation. Satan is about submission and pretty much a bondage, and like, not like bondage, like, if you ask him about what he wants you to do, he wants you to get out of the cave and open your eyes. That's something he wants you to do. But even though he says take out your bondages, consider for a moment what he means when he says take out your bondage. He wants you to abandon the world for him and start living an ascetic life, like a life without sex, a life without any like enjoyment, entertainment, only spiritual pleasure, and make you live like a spirit. That's what he wants from you. And you can't say that he's all fun and games like that. That no, 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 no.
Embody the sun and its creation and destruction.
No, you can't embody the sun. The sun is himself. He wouldn't say that to anybody. No, 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 no. That's bad. That's quite bad. You shouldn't be saying these things.
So I think a lot of my work with Lucifer has been based around kind of uncovering my true will, finding.
No, he doesn't do that. That's what Yahweh is doing. Satan is not doing that. Satan is all about worshipping him. Is all about worshipping other important people, like Plato, for example. Revering is the word, is the correct word, sorry. So that's what he wants you to do, not what he says.
My autonomy.
No.
And
Autonomy. Autonomy with Satan. No, 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 no. No, no, he doesn't have this word in his vocabulary. No, no, no. No, no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If he was here, he would pull his hair. If he has hair. I don't know. I haven't seen his face. But, yeah. No, 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 no. He wouldn't do that in a million years. Autonomy, free will, no, 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 no. Like, if you read the Bacchae, if you read Oedipus Rex, like, these people didn't have free will, so my point is strengthened. Like, the Iliad, Zeus didn't give free will to anybody. Everything was covered by the will of gods, pretty much.
freeing myself from slavery, essentially, the
What?
self-imposed.
What? Satan is not Yahweh saving you from the Egyptians. What the fuck? No.
So, that kind of sums up my work with Lucifer so far.
No.
I'm sure I'm going to have more to add onto it in the future. I think Lucifer is an excellent guide for all of us on the left-hand path. I do think he should be integrated into everyone's practice on the left-hand path. I think he is a key to knowledge, wisdom, illumination. And the thing is about Lucifer as well is how much he will aid your demonology practice, because it's kind of like, if you're good with Lucifer, you're kind of going to be good with the other demons too. So that is why Lucifer is so relevant and important on our paths. So, I'm going to leave this video here today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and please share down below your own experiences with Lucifer. I'll be very interested.
What do you mean when you say, like, work with other demons? There are no other demons. That's him only. Like, if you're like Helga, the Bible says he has demons. I know, bestie, but what I said is not exactly that. Is that she says work with other demons. You don't work with other demons. It's him and his demons, and it is Yahweh and his angels. Okay, my father says so. You talk only with him. Yes. You don't talk, like, it's not King Boo and the other Boos in a mansion and you are Luigi with a vacuum. What the fuck? No. Come on. Like, somebody will listen to this stuff and he's gonna get injured. Seriously, much.
You hear those. So, I will see you in the
Okay,
next
so
video.
that was it. Fuck my life. So I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna show you what I created. Okay, so that's my prison so far. I made it like this. So it's a very, like, a surveillance type of prison. So we finished. I'm gonna continue tomorrow though, or whatever I have the appetite, and that's how you enter. And that's our prison. And hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something again from moi, Helga. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. And bye for my dad as well. Bye bye.